With the release of Windows 95, the Internet transitioned from a tool primarily used for research to a ubiquitous entity in everyday life. Now, over 2 decades later, it's hard to imagine a single day without accessing the Internet in some way or another. However, a stark contrast to this is seen in older generations, such as our grandparents' inability to appreciate or accept the influx of communication technology. My grandmother, for instance, finds the increasing use of cell phones and text messaging more troublesome than beneficial. Coming from a time when personal letters sent by mail were the primary means of communication, she finds the transition to a world of instant and condensed communication overwhelming. Reflecting on the past few decades, it's clear that the advent of the Internet has significantly affected our language. Changes have occurred in English, and indeed many languages, more rapidly over the past 20 years than they have in the previous century. Annual additions of new vocabulary to the Oxford English Dictionary are evidence of this change. Previously, the etymological origin of words could often be traced back to root terms in older languages. However, contemporary words born from the digital age, such as tweet, don't possess such traditional roots, exemplifying how the Internet has inherently altered our language. Language naturally evolves over time, according to the needs of its speakers. If language didn't continually adapt and reflect modernity, we wouldn't have words to describe new technologies, such as modems, televisions, or radios. The emergence of technology has prompted the invention of new words that exist on a global scale, many of which enter our vocabulary as we interact with different cultures and regions. Younger generations, who most frequently engage with individuals from varied cultures, absorb these new words into their lexicon. For instance, words like sushi, once unfamiliar in English-speaking societies, have spread via globalization and the increase in intercultural communication facilitated by the Internet. Nevertheless, this isn't all positive. Technology and Internet usage have also negatively influenced language purity. The surge in text messaging and widespread use of abbreviations have diluted English, along with many other languages. The evolution of the word because serves as a perfect example. Once used strictly as a conjunction, the word's usage has morphed to convey explanations, such as the phrase, because Internet. Moreover, platforms such as Facebook and Instagram have transformed written communication. The style of typing now represents emotions, with all caps text indicating importance or elongated words demonstrating emphasis. Emojis also present a new mode of communication, although potential misunderstandings may arise due to differing interpretations of these simple symbols. Common words like cloud, block, and handle have also taken on new meanings since the advent of the Internet, altering the way English is both spoken and written. The Oxford English Dictionary has expanded to incorporate modern words like XOXO and fake news, amongst many others, reflecting Internet slang such as FOMO and BRB. These alterations in language, thanks in part to the Internet, continue to mystify older generations. While the Internet has revolutionized communication, it hasn't perfected translation. For example, Google Translate struggles to capture nuanced meanings in target languages, often opting to provide a literal translation, which can result in misleading representations. So, while the Internet has significantly impacted language evolution, it is yet to master the intricacies of human communication. As language continues to evolve, reflecting societal changes, we are reminded of the importance of human input in interpreting and understanding our dynamic languages. Undoubtedly, the impact of the Internet on language is intriguing, highlighting the necessity to use care when relying solely on digital platforms for translation and communication.